And we have heard that it's wonderful. So we are in the process of talking to the admin for GVO and seeing if we can get the room larger for the next time. But for now, we are going to go ahead and get started because we value your time. And there will be a recording available shortly after this webinar is over. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to the team leader for Fast Track, and Dr. Now, take it away.
I need to get there we go. Good evening, everybody. I hope everybody can hear me. Welcome to our first webinar, and I'm happy that everybody is here. We're very excited. We have actually had some incredible success. What has happened really in the last few days has been that the spreadsheet has gone wild. And most of you that know how the spreadsheet works is probably quite excited about all of this. We've made some changes, and I will be going over them tonight. I will also be going over the way the boards work and some other of those the things that happen with this. So just relax, enjoy. We're on the right track. The most exciting part of it is that we already have had 20 rebuys. That's over over $2,200 that has been brought back in, and with positions underneath people that need to have the board broken. But before I go into all this, I will just now go and show you what it's going to be happening and where this program is going to. So with no further ado, let's get started. The first slide that you're going to see now is going to be the slide of the spreadsheet. Now, those of you that know about this, and most of you here do know, column A is the members, column B is people that are coming in to actually fill the positions for the members so that they're qualified. Column C is where we have the level of 3 of the H1Y board, and the people that are waiting for for their boards to be broken. And column D is now a new column that we are going to put in the how many days you've been on top of that board, and then we will assign links according to priority. So nobody will be left behind. No one will be left behind. But it's very simple to see that on that spreadsheet if you open it up at any time, and you can then look at it and view it and see from where it goes. Now, the computation plan is like a 2x2 splitting matrix. And we've been, there is a video that you can see that Carl has in the website that will explain it to you. But at the same time, let's go into our build. Okay, let's go to the slide that I really need. There's one more slide here that I need to switch. There we go. All right, here we go. Now, tonight I'm not using the pen because with the pen usually it gets very disjointed. I'm sure you can see my cursor. On the left side you have the HY1 2x2 matrix. That's the boards. There's 3 of them. On the right side, you got over here you have the HY2 2x2 matrix. And again, over here there is 3 boards. This is the money boards, the HY2 2x2. The bottom row is when it fills and the last person fills, you make $120. When you get to the second level, you make $240. In other words, level 2 right side makes $240, level 2 left side makes $240. And then when you get to the top, where you're by yourself, when that fills on the bottom, you make $640, which is a total of $990. Now in our program, you agree to help our people to break the boards. In other words, to advance them to the next boards. And the rules are on the spreadsheet that the first $360, $120, the first $120, you buy one more position onto the link that we give you to buy under. And then when you do that, you will be getting a bonus by being put back into the column A and you be colored bright red. That shows that you are a rebuying position, and then you will get people as they join us simply as they come along, and they will cover you for qualifying that new position. So no one from now on will ever come into the boards without being qualified. Now, some of you probably have noticed that at this point, because we just started, you will find some positions on the HY1 2x2 board over here, which are really not from our team build. They're leftover still from some builds above us. And there's people on those boards that probably been there for a while. But the good news is they are unqualified. And by us, by you moving through by the straight line, you will then jump them the moment you go to level 3. You sometimes go from level 1 to level 3 directly in the first break. Some of you go from level 2 to from level 1 to level 2. So in other words, when you come here, when you go from this position, and this is full in the bottom here, normally you go to level 2, which is this one on the left. And the 3 position will go over here to the right on the second level. However, it could very possibly be that on this board here, level 2 and level 3 are 2 people that are unqualified. So when the board breaks, you jump from level 1 on the left side all the way up to the top, and the person on level 1, number 3, will be also going all the way to the top. And that's why some boards move quicker in the HY1 than others. Now, what is going to happen is, as we grow, all this will disappear, because the people we jump, because nobody helps them, nobody builds for them, will stay behind. Where we will be going from the level 3 directly after it breaks, the bottom 4, when it's full, you will go over here under on the first row, under someone. Could be the first, second, or third, or fourth position, depending on how many people are here. And now you're on the HY2 board, and you are in the money game. So when that first board that you're going to be on, it splits, when that last 4 position is actually finished, all 4 people here will get $120. Then when it goes to the level 2, and you have 4 empty underneath, when they fill, they get $240 each, both of these. And then when it fills again, all the way, you go to the 3rd position, and you make $640. Some of us have done that. We have that's why you see all these rebuys, and a lot of you will in the near future. Now, this build, the way we are doing it, everyone will be guaranteed coming into the level 2 boards. There really is absolutely no doubt in my mind that everybody will come over and will be able to help breaking those boards. Now, what we've done with our team, we have actually created some forms that will streamline all this. The first form we have is the form that you fill in when you bring new people in, and it simply gives us all the information we need to put you on the board. Then we have a second form that will be a form that you fill in for the rebuying of the positions. And then there is another form that you will have on the fast track sheet that will also give you let me see if I can find it here to show it to you. Here we go. And when you're close to breaking a form, what that form basically does, what we need is your information on how long you've been sitting on the board, and are you in position 3. Now, there is times when you are on the second level and you have 4 people under you and you've been there for a while. You can also fill out that form, but you have to put into the comments give us the person that's on level 3, and we'll check that board and see if the person on level 3 is on the spreadsheet in the level 3 breaking your board in column C. So as long as your board where you are on the second level, the person that's in your 3rd level is on the board, then you're fine, because you know that board that you're on will be broken by someone, because the username on level 3 is in column C. So you don't have to worry. So the only thing we need to know really is if you are on level 3 on the HY1 board, or and if you see yourself on level 2 and you've been there a day or two, you let us know who is the person that is on top of you on level 3, and then we can very easily, very simply check and see what it is that we have to do for you. So then the last thing that I want to talk about to you is the procedures that one has to follow to when it comes to re-entry. There's no procedures actually, but then you see some positions on your boards that are saying unqualified on the HY 2x2 board. You're going to see some, and you even see them in the HY1 boards, unqualified. And then if you see an unqualified position, look in what it says that the status of that person is. If it says HY2, you know that's an unqualified position because it's been created by the program for you. Because when you are cycling out of these boards, the program is designed by Carl to actually bring a position on the bottom, and that position shows as unqualified even in the HY2 board, but it is really not unqualified because it's on the HY2. Everybody that's on the HY2 is qualified. Even and then because these positions that are there, they get filled. They just fill the boards, and it just keeps growing, and you keep recycling out with the money. Now, the next thing to realize is that we actually have the tiger by the tail, because this is really a program built for success. You secure your future today, you can start dreaming of a better life, and we certainly will be, all of us, traveling happily ever after, or at least live very well. Now, the only thing that I would like you to also to understand here is that the um, the good thing and the exciting part of it is that I talked to Carl Halverson today, and he, as you know, is on our board, and he cycled today, and he made $120, and his commitment to the team is that he will use all the money he makes to help breaking boards. So you will see another position from him tomorrow when he breaks the one of the going to go on and break the board and get a new position on an A afterwards in red. And once he cycles with 990, that is actually going to be 7 positions. So in other words, when that happens, you will see a whole bunch of movement. So don't worry where you're at, because there will be some people like Carl Halverson and my Mexican people that are coming in, breaking a lot of boards because they're using all their money, or most of their money, to help the team. So really what I understand and what I know and what I will see in the future is that all of us will be going to be very happy in the end in a very short period of time. Now, we'll also tell you, though, I mean, it's not going to be in an hour when you come on the board. It certainly could take a day or two, maybe a week, for you to actually get your first 120. But the more people come in, the more people we are going to go and market to and bring in new onto the boards, the more will we grow, and the more quickly you all will progress to the money boards and make money. We have a website now, and it is being built as we speak by John, one of our members. They will be putting this video on there, and there will be also a form people fill in that will be placed on our boards. And then we'll have banners, and we will also have my partner in Philippines, Irvin. He's an SEO guy, and he will also blast our landing page once it's done to all of his 5,000 Facebook friends and Twitters and so on. So we certainly will see people and traffic and new people coming and joining us, and the program will just grow as quickly as we can make it grow. So basically that's all I would like to talk about at this point in time. And if there's any questions, there's a chat box. Just type in your questions if you like, and maybe Sherry, you can take back over now and do the question part for me. And if I need to be answering some, I'll just take the mic to take over. But I will take my mic off for now. And Sherry, maybe you can take over at this point.
Okay, everyone, the chat box is at the bottom of the screen. If you don't see it underneath where the slide is, you can go down to the bottom and you'll see a little tiny word open in the middle of your screen that you can click on that and that will open the chat box for you. Are we going to be promoting one link for the group?
Yes.
At this point, we are telling most people via the links that we have. We are going to have splash pages that are going to be available, and I see now that Dr. Now has put on yes that we are going to. Um,
There you go.
Okay, Charles is asking to explain the rebuys procedure. Dr. Now, do you want to take that?
Okay, can you hear me? Yes, it looks like you can hear me. Okay, the rebuy procedure is streamlined and straightforward and very simple. Let me just look at the spreadsheet here to can explain it properly. The rebuy procedure is like this. On the break your board level 3, there is a list of people that are on level 3 at this point in time, and in the brackets you will see the number of people that still needed for that board to break. Now, we have a form that you fill in that you are going to be, that's called Is Your HY1 Board Close to Breaking? It's on the spreadsheet. It's the second link. You fill it in and you put the information we ask for on that form and it'll be time-stamped. And then what will happen is we will place these people, we sort all these people. Right now, we haven't done that yet. You can see European 3 has 3 days next to him. So he's going to be one of the first ones, unless there's other ones that are coming in time span with, other ones that are coming in that 3 days too, and then we sort them according to timestamps. We haven't done that yet because we just designed the form today. But this is what's going to be from now on. Everybody that looks at their boards and looks at the level 3 position and look on that level 3 position on this column 3C. If you on that if you see that the person that's on level 3, the board you're on, you're fine because you know that we're working on that board in order to get it broken. Now the priorities are like this. Priority number 1 is going to be the people that have been waiting the longest. Like nobody can be waiting more than 3 days because we have just started about 3 days ago. So there's no way that anybody can be waiting more than 3 days. But tomorrow there may be some that's going to say I'm 4 days. Naturally, if that's what happens, we'll put them ahead of the ones that's 3 days, because we know when they joined and we have all the timestamps for that. And then they will be placed on here in order. And as people cycle out and get money, they will then with the form that says, are you ready to purchase your required rebuy position? They will fill out that form, and then we will give them the link that they need to break a board. And then we'll go just simply down top to bottom. Now, we are going to never give we're never going to give one person more than 2 links, if they need 4, like for example the who's 4, it's on line 7 in column C, Dennis Chuck 1 needs 4. We would give him that position 2, because when you give him 2, that board may be moved by just the sheer force of the people coming through anyway. We'll give you 2, and then we'll leave you there though, and then we'll see what happens. We'll check the boards later. We'll not move you out of the line. We'll leave you there, and then we will, if you're still there the next day, we'll then finish the break if necessary. But it'll all be taken care of in how long you've been there, and how many people you need. And we'll always start off with the people that need 4. We never start off with the people that need 1. And we give 2 people to the one that has 4, and then we'll give 1 more person to the next one if somebody gives us 3 new rebuys. So it is very organized, and it cannot be circumvented, because we'll have timestamps, and there's no favoritism in this, and there will be absolutely continuous growth in this. Has that answered your question? Can I have a yes or a no? Great. Is there any other questions, or shall we... Oh, what was the red in column A mean? The red in column A are rebuys. These are people that purchased and broke somebody's board, and they have now, once you break a board, you will be, that board, it'll be removed from that list in column C, and the person or persons who have helped break that board will be then awarded a new position, which is their new username they use to break that board, and it'll be placed at the bottom of column A in bright red, because we need that position to also be qualified when it comes back on the boards. So we want somebody come down and cover it, and the people that cover these red positions, like any other position, it is going to be happening from people that we are bringing in. So the people that come in through our marketing, and through now that video is going to be done, the splash pages we have, and we also, by the way, we are going to be having a website and an email address, which I haven't touched on yet. The email address is support at fasttrackteambuild.com, and we'll be putting all our members into an autoresponder. I have one that we can put them in, and we will at that point then make a news, like we'll send you news updates through that email. We guarantee you we'll never pitch you another program through that, and you can very easily whitelist us, and you will always get news we need to do, and so that everybody is going to be up to date. Okay, and any other questions at this point? Okay, when you buy your positions, when you get your 120, 240, 640, and that means that is you get that as income when your boards split. The first level, the bottom 4 is 120, second level is 240, which is the 2 above the bottom, and the third level is the top level when you buy yourself, which is 640. So when you get that money, the first money you get is 120. That 120 you rebuy 1 position. That is part of the rules. The next 240 you rebuy 1 more position, and that is going to be it for that. The 120 left over will be your profit. In other words, you now break even on your buy-in at the beginning. And then when you get the 640, you buy 1 more position and you keep 520. That's your profit. Now you do that 2 times. Just twice. The first time you make $9.90, you do it, and the second time you pay $9.90, you do it. The third time, you're done. In other words, you're now on those boards and cycling continuously, because it's continuously going to create a cycle the way we're doing it. and you will be able to keep the 990. If you do want to help with a position here or there, it's optional. It's simply up to you at that point. But you will at that point being able to keep all the money and just enjoy yourself and be retired. Oh, I just got some good news. We got the link to upgrade to 100 seats, and we will be doing that shortly. So the next webinar, we'll have a room for 100 seats. So that's great news. We just got that from GVO. Okay, the first question from Evelina Yost. What happens when someone showed up as the sponsor of two people? As long as the person that sponsored two people has both of those people in column A, it only helps the team because they're all coming back into the 2x2 and follow the sponsor. So that's not a bad thing. Not that I want anyone from now on ever to use their own link to bring anybody in. It will always be given a link to you to actually come into the board and also to rebuy. But there could be that there's some people that sponsored two in through their own link before, and I'm not sure exactly what you mean, but if that's the case, as long as the two people are sponsored on column A and they're going to be qualified to come in, it's a follow the leader thing, and it'll all come out in the wash in the end. Lori's build, okay. Now, the Lori's build, those of you who are in the 60 build, I'm in there too, by the way. When you come out of the 60 build, you go into a $120 board. And that $120 board is integrated in a fashion whereas when I looked at some boards, there were some $60 people in there with a $120 position. So eventually, yes, they will all be coming into the same HY 2x2 board, but it will take longer for them to integrate. That's why we put out the word that it is okay to buy a position now if you want to be quicker, because it is not going to happen over there, and it is going to happen, and it is going to be exciting for them just as much as here. But eventually, all those positions will be then. Once they come into the 120, they will be also offered to buy one on the spreadsheet. When they go into the 120 position over there, when they come out of the 60, they are in the HY1 and HY 2x2 boards, but they're not necessarily in our straight line. So it's better for them to actually purchase a position in addition to with the funds they get from the 60 and come straight into our spreadsheet, because that's the surest way to get to the money and the quickest way. Yes, Charles, the third time and thereafter, no rebuys are required unless you choose to do so yourself. And then if you choose to do so yourself, then you will be given a link too. No, it's good anytime. You say it's a better of being a hindrance. Anytime you help somebody break boards, it's great. And or by yourself, put yourself in with another position. You can do that too. Go into instead of breaking a position, you can go into line B, and just put yourself in line for another position. But I would actually prefer that if you do want to get another position, that you buy one under someone that needs the board broken. Because you have to remember one thing, guys. You gotta remember one thing. You have to realize that your positions that you have, like I have 5 of them now on the A. Well, all those 5 positions eventually will make me $1,000 over and over. So when you are going to break people's boards, you will also help yourself, because you're now becoming back into the system. You are going to be added on by someone who's going to qualify you. You come onto the HY boards, and you will progress through, and most likely by then will progress through without jumping anybody, because everybody that you'll see there will be qualified, not unqualified. and you will be going through the system again, and you will have money again. And now, when that position starts cycling, you are back into the same routine, meaning you have to, with your second position, use your 120 to purchase a position under someone to break a board, and the next 240, 120, you use that, and the third the level is 640. You buy one position for twice. So in other words, every position you have, the rule is the same. That's why once you have done it twice, really there's no point and no reason for you to do that and do it again. Did that answer your question, Charles? Okay, so any other questions, or shall we close this one, because and then we have that up on the in the chat rooms, and we'll be let everybody hear it, and then get it out there, get it out to everybody, and anybody you know, let them go in, and don't forget that this this conference room, will be put back to the video, and the way the video works in this room is very simple. It is put on auto repeat, and everybody that comes into that room, as long as a moderator is there that can start the video and put it on auto repeat, that video will start the moment you come into the room, and it's going to play for you and you alone. So it will not stop anyone to listen to that video. Everyone that comes into this conference room at any time of day, 24/7, will be able to listen to video. Well, I'm saying 24/7 because we have now. Oh, I must say that we have one unbelievable admin team now. I think we're up to 12 people. We are doing time schedules of manning certain things 24/7. For example, we are manning the working of the spreadsheets and the bringing the people in 24/7. We're doing 4-hour shifts with our people. Our North American crew is working during the day here, and then where we're sleeping, the Australian crew is taking over, and they're doing it when we are sleeping here. So we never miss one sign up. And the same are we going to do with this conference room. We'll have a moderator that is going to be in here that will be able to answer your questions for the new people. They will see in their chat box the link to the spreadsheet that has to be put in every time there's new people come in, so they only see the new things. They can't see the what happened before them. So every time new people is in, the moderator has to put the link in the chat box for the spreadsheet, so the people can click on it and go to it and look at it. And we will be manning that, or trying to man that 24 hours too, and so that we don't miss a beat. Any other questions, or is that it for tonight? It looks like we're just about done, and there's no other questions, so I'd like to now take the opportunity to thank you for being here. This is our first attempt at this. It's even for me, a first time trying to navigate through this. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got what you wanted. And now all I have to say, let's make this the biggest thing that has come to the internet. We have all the tools available to us, and go spread the word. Thank you very much, and we'll close down now. Good night to everybody, and we'll see you on the beach somewhere someday.